Taoiseach, I think everybody welcomes the formal recognition of the State of Palestine. And I also want to recognise that I welcome the departure of the Israeli ambassador, albeit that she's called back for discussions by her own country. I think we should formally expel her and keep her out. And the reason I say that is because I think you've more or less acknowledged yourself that after 7 months of genocidal massacre in Gaza, this government has been forced to recognise the State of Palestine years and years after they said they would do so. But there's also years and years of illegal occupation, of apartheid, of a rule by a state that doesn't have the right to exist. This is not a normal state. The State of Israel needs to have sanctions imposed on it. It needs to be boycotted, and the Israeli ambassador needs to be expelled from this country. Much, much more needs to be done, not just for the people of Gaza, but for the entire people of Palestine. We want peace. Everybody wants peace, but you're not going to get it unless you put the absolute strictest sanctions you possibly can on the apartheid state of Israel and stop the massacre in Gaza.
I don't want to be overly argumentative, but I just want to check. You didn't say that Israel doesn't have the right to exist. Okay, so so just to be very clear, it's the government's position that there's a state of Israel, there's a state of Palestine based on the 1967 borders, and both, well, you may not agree with that, I'm not articulating the government's position on what recognition means today, and that both states have a right to exist in peace and security, and both Israeli people, Palestinian people, their children and their children's children. We do intend to keep diplomatic relations with Israel. We keep diplomatic relations with countries that we vehemently disagree with, and those diplomatic relations are often very important in relation to our citizens.